Starting with his service in the Korean War, Dan Blocker's life was marked by both dedication and resilience that carried him through many challenges. Growing up in DeKalb, Texas, on December 10, 1928, he was born to Mary, Arizona, and Ora Blocker, and from the moment he arrived, he was a large baby, weighing 14 pounds. Despite his size, he developed a strong personality and a sense of humor, which helped him navigate life's difficulties. His early years showed a boy full of energy, and he quickly became known in his hometown for his imposing stature. As he grew older, he turned his size into an advantage, excelling physically and gaining confidence. After his military service, he found success in acting, standing out in Hollywood with his commanding presence. Nevertheless, his life was suddenly cut short, and he faced a sad ending that shocked fans and friends alike. His untimely death left a deep void in the hearts of many who admired his strength and kindness throughout his career. Throughout his life, Dan Blocker showed how courage and humor can shine even through hardships. Born on December 10, 1928, in DeKalb, Texas, Dan Blocker came into the world as the son of Mary Arizona Blocker and Ora Blocker, who was also known by the nickname Shaq. From the very beginning, his size was notable because he was the largest baby born in Bowie County, Texas, weighing an impressive 14 pounds at birth. Growing up in a small town, Dan's early life was shaped by the rural environment of DeKalb, where he experienced the simplicity and tight-knit community typical of small Texas towns. His early years likely involved helping on the family farm and participating in local community activities, which helped him develop the strong personality and work ethic he would carry into his later career. Being such a large baby, Dan may have been a special curiosity in his town, and his size possibly contributed to a nickname or recognition among his friends and neighbors. His childhood was rooted in the traditions and values of rural Texas, setting the foundation for his later pursuits of acting and his well-known roles on television. Growing up in this humble beginning, Dan Blocker eventually moved on to become a recognizable face in American television, leaving behind a legacy from his early life that was grounded in Texas culture and family roots. After the age of 4, Dan Blocker experienced a significant family tragedy when his older sister Ora, who was only 11 years old at the time, tragically passed away. Her death left Dan as an only child, and he had to cope with the deep grief of losing a sibling so early in life. This loss deeply affected his family, and they faced considerable emotional struggles during this difficult period. As if that was not enough hardship, the family faced even more challenges during the Great Depression, a time when economic difficulties impacted many families across the country. During this era, they lost everything they had, including their home and possessions, forcing them to start over and live through times of poverty and uncertainty. Growing up in such a harsh environment, Dan learned early about loss and resilience. These early experiences of tragedy and hardship shaped much of his life and character. Despite the suffering, he managed to persevere and find his path in life, eventually becoming a well-known actor. His memory often reflected these struggles, and they served as a reminder of the strength needed to overcome life's toughest moments. His early life experiences are a testament to his resilience and determination, qualities that helped him succeed later in his career. Every challenge he faced contributed to his understanding of life's difficulties, making him a more empathetic person. These hardships remained a part of his life story and helped define who he was. Despite losing his sister at such a young age and enduring economic hardship, Dan Blocker showed remarkable strength and courage. His journey highlights how early family tragedies and economic struggles can impact a person's life, but also how they can inspire perseverance and hope. These experiences left a lasting impression on him, influencing both his personal values and his work in the entertainment industry. His story reminds us that even facing enormous loss and hardship, it is possible to find strength and continue forward. After the family moved to O'Donnell, Texas, Dan Blocker's father opened a small grocery store, which became a central part of their lives. Dan assisted his father in various tasks around the store, helping customers with their shopping, sweeping the floors, and stocking shelves for the store's daily operation. These chores taught him responsibility and gave him the chance to learn about hard work early in life. As Dan approached school age, his size was quite noticeable. He weighed around 105 pounds and was 5 feet tall when he began school. His large stature stood out among other children, which gave him an advantage in earning money at a young age. He started working on a grain truck, helping with the harvest and transporting grain, which was demanding but also a way to earn his own money. Aside from that, he also took on construction work, performing manual labor alongside grown men. His size and strength allowed him to handle physically demanding jobs, setting him apart from other boys his age. Growing up as a tall and strong child, Dan learned at an early age how important it was to be responsible and hardworking, traits that would shape his future career as an actor. His early experiences in O'Donnell, Texas, helped him develop the character and resilience that made him a well-known figure later in life. Blocker attended the Texas Military Institute, where he not only received a disciplined education but also played football. His talent on the football field was clear, and because of his skills, he earned a scholarship to further his education. Later, he transferred to Alpine, Texas, to attend Sul Ross State Teachers College. While studying there, he continued to play football, showing his dedication to athletics. However, during his time at the college, he developed a new interest that would change his life. He discovered a passion for acting that grew stronger each day. This passion for the theater and performing arts eventually took him on a different path from his athletic pursuits. His time at Sul Ross State Teachers College was important not just for his education, but also for helping him find his love for acting. As he balanced sports and academics, he realized that acting was something he wanted to pursue more seriously. Over time, he focused more on his new interest, which led him into a career in acting later on. His background in both athletics and education helped shape his future, giving him confidence and discipline. In the end, his journey from a talented athlete to a passionate actor shows how experiences in school and sports can influence life choices. Even though he started with a focus on football, his passion for acting grew so strong that it became his lifelong career. After discovering his love for acting through a school play, Dan Blocker began to realize that he had a talent and passion for the theater. It all started when he was involved in a production of the play called Arsenic and Old Lace. At first, he joined the play as a stagehand, helping with the behind-the-scenes work to prepare the stage and assist in various ways. However, during the rehearsals and performances, a small role became available, and he decided to step into it. Playing that tiny part on stage gave him a new sense of enjoyment and excitement that he had never experienced before. This experience opened his eyes to the world of acting and showed him that he could do more than just work backstage. As he continued to participate in school plays, his interest grew stronger, and he started to think about pursuing acting as a future career. The play Arsenic and Old Lace was a turning point for him, sparking his love for the stage and setting him on the path to become a professional actor. From that moment on, Dan Blocker dedicated himself to learning more about acting and exploring this new and exciting world. His early experience as a stagehand and small role helped him build confidence and a desire to act, shaping his future in the entertainment industry. After being drafted into the Army in 1950, Dan Blocker entered military service during the Korean War. He began his training in Louisiana, where he learned the skills he would need for combat and daily life in the military. The training was tough, but it helped prepare him physically and mentally for the challenging times ahead. After completing his training in Louisiana, he was sent to Japan, a common staging point for American soldiers heading to Korea. During this period, he adapted to new surroundings and continued to prepare for his deployment. In December 1951, he was finally sent to Korea, where he served with the 45th Infantry Division. His service involved being on the front lines and facing the dangers of war, which left a lasting impact on him. His experience in Korea was difficult and demanding, but it demonstrated his bravery and dedication. He endured long months of hardship, witnessing the realities of war that many others also faced. His time in the military was an important part of his life, shaping him as a person and influencing his future career in acting. Despite the hardships, he returned from service with pride in his role and the knowledge that he had served his country during a difficult time. After enlisting in the military, Dan Blocker was assigned to a unit that saw intense combat during the Korean War. His unit was involved in several fierce battles, especially at remote outposts called Erie and Hill 200. These locations were known for their dangerous terrain and constant threat from enemy forces, which made life very difficult for the soldiers stationed there. During one of these battles, Dan showed remarkable bravery when he risked his own safety to help save his fellow soldiers. His actions were so daring that he was wounded in the process, receiving a gunshot wound that required medical attention. Despite the injury, Dan remained committed to his comrades and continued to serve bravely. For his courage and selflessness in the face of danger, he was awarded a Purple Heart, a medal given to soldiers who are wounded or killed in action. This recognition reflected his bravery and dedication during a very challenging time in his military service. His experience in Korea left a lasting impression on him and demonstrated his resilience and willingness to put others before himself. After returning home in August 1952, Dan Blocker married Delphia Parker, a woman he met during his college years. Their marriage marked a new chapter in his life, bringing stability and happiness after his time away. Following his marriage, Blocker decided to continue his education. He was dedicated to learning and improving himself, so he pursued a master's degree in Germanic arts. This field of study was important to him, and he worked hard to gain knowledge and expertise. With his degree in hand, Blocker started a new career as a teacher. He chose to teach English and drama at a high school in Sonora, Texas. His experience as an actor and his love for the arts made him a good teacher, inspiring his students with his passion. Throughout this time, he balanced his personal life, marriage, and professional ambitions, showing his commitment to growth and stability after his return home. This period of his life demonstrated his determination to build a strong future through education, marriage, and teaching. Although Dan Blocker is best known for his role on television, his family life was equally important to him. He and his wife Delphia shared a close bond, and together they had 4 children. Their children included twin daughters, Deborah Lee and Dana Lynn, who brought joy and energy into their family home. In addition to the daughters, Dan and Delphia had 2 sons named David and Dirk. As their family grew, they faced a lot of changes because Dan's career and education required them to move frequently. This constant moving was challenging, but it also allowed Dan to experience different places and cultures. Eventually, because of his work and the needs of his family, they decided to settle down in Los Angeles. Moving to Los Angeles gave them a more stable home life and allowed Dan to focus on his acting career. Throughout all these changes, Dan always cared deeply for his family, and his love for them was very important in his life. The family story reflects how they adapted to changes and found stability in Los Angeles. They shared many moments together as they built their life around family and work. Their journey shows the importance of family connections, no matter where life takes you. Starting his acting career unexpectedly, Dan Blocker's journey began when casting scouts noticed him while he was standing in a phone booth. This chance encounter opened the door for him to pursue acting seriously. He quickly became known for his work in Western films and television shows. Blocker appeared in several popular Westerns that helped establish his reputation as a skilled actor. Among these shows were classic series like Colt 45, which was known for its action and rugged characters, and Gunsmoke, one of the most famous Western TV shows of its time. He also made appearances in Maverick, a show that combined humor with Western themes, and The Rifleman, which was praised for its storytelling and strong characters. These roles brought him recognition and helped him build a solid career in Western entertainment. His performances were characterized by a natural presence and convincing portrayals, making him a memorable figure in the Western genre. As his popularity grew, Dan Blocker became a familiar face to viewers who enjoyed Western stories, and his work in these series earned him respect in the entertainment world. His start from an unexpected discovery and his subsequent performances in well-loved Westerns made his acting career notable and memorable. After being cast in 1959, Dan Blocker took on the role of Hoss Cartwright in the television show Bonanza. This show focused on the life of a family of ranchers living in the American West. Blocker's character was one of 3 brothers, each with their own unique traits. Hoss, as he was called, was known for his large size and kind, friendly personality. This made him a favorite among viewers, as his warm nature and gentle demeanor stood out. The show Bonanza became very popular during its run, and Blocker's portrayal of Hoss helped inspire many viewers and made him a well-known actor of his time. He was appreciated not only for his acting skills, but also for how naturally he brought the character to life. Over the years, Hoss Cartwright became one of the most recognizable characters on television, and Dan Blocker's performance played a significant role in the show's success. His friendly face and big heart made him a beloved figure in television history. The role of Hoss helped establish Dan Blocker as a household name and left a lasting impression on fans of the show. Since appearing on the television show Bonanza, Dan Blocker gained fame and became a household name around the world. The show was highly rated and enjoyed popularity not only in the United States but across many countries, which helped make Blocker one of the most recognized actors of his time. His role in the show made him a familiar face to millions of viewers who admired his performances and connected with his character. However, despite his fame and success, Blocker faced many challenges that came with being a well-known actor. The constant attention from fans and media made it difficult for him to maintain his privacy. Every move he made was watched and discussed, which sometimes created feelings of being overwhelmed or pressured. Fans admired him and often wanted to meet him or have a piece of his life. But this attention also limited his personal freedom. The fame that brought him recognition and popularity also brought difficulties in keeping his private life private. Like many actors who become famous quickly, Blocker had to learn how to handle the constant spotlight and the expectations that came with his success. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in television history, but the balance between his public image and personal life was a struggle that many celebrities face. His story shows how fame can be both a blessing and a challenge, especially when it becomes difficult to find moments of peace away from the public eye. Certainly, Dan Blocker was an actor best known for his role as Hoss Cartwright on the television show Bonanza. Despite his success on the show, he valued his privacy highly. Because of this, he decided to move his family to Switzerland to escape the spotlight and enjoy a quieter life away from public attention. He found the peaceful environment of Switzerland suitable for his desire for privacy and hoped it would provide him with a chance to live more simply. However, even in a new country, he struggled with feelings about his fame and the money he had earned. He was uncomfortable with the fact that his wealth was growing and didn't want that to define him. At one point, he even thought about leaving acting altogether and going back to teaching, a profession he once knew well. But he was told that he could not escape his identity as Hoss, the character that made him famous. No matter where he moved or what he did, people still recognized him as Hoss, and that role was forever linked to his identity. This created a conflict for Dan Blocker as he tried to find peace in his personal life, while still being known for his acting. His move to Switzerland showed his desire for privacy and simplicity, but the reality of his celebrity status made it difficult to completely detach from his fame. He continued to live with this duality, caught between the life he wanted and the identity that the world remembered him by. After a long career in television and film, Dan Blocker faced an unexpected and tragic end. On May 13, 1972, he died suddenly at the age of 43 due to complications from what was supposed to be routine gallbladder surgery. Despite the calm intention of the operation, serious complications arose, including pulmonary embolisms, which are blood clots that travel to the lungs and can be fatal. These complications struck quickly and unexpectedly, catching everyone off guard. At the moment of his passing, his wife and one of his daughters were with him, providing comfort during his final moments. His sudden death shocked fans, friends, and colleagues because he appeared healthy and was active in his work and personal life. The loss was profound and marked the end of a promising career that had brought joy and entertainment to many. His passing left a void in the world of television, where he was best known for his role on the popular show. Many remember him as a talented actor who faced an unforeseen tragedy that changed his family's life forever. His legacy continues through the memories of his work and the impact he made on his audience. After his passing, Dan Blocker was laid to rest in Woodman Cemetery near his hometown of DeKalb, Texas, a place that held special meaning for him and his family. The community and fans continue to honor his memory by keeping his legacy alive through various memorials. One notable site is the O'Donnell Heritage Museum, where his life and work are celebrated, allowing visitors to learn more about his career and contributions to entertainment. Additionally, a life-size monument dedicated to him stands proudly in a memorial garden located in O'Donnell, Texas, serving as a lasting tribute to his impact. This monument not only commemorates his achievements, but also provides a place for fans and loved ones to remember him. Over the years, these memorials have helped preserve his memory, ensuring that future generations can appreciate his talents and remember his incredible life. The way his community and fans continue to honor him reflects the deep respect and admiration held for Dan Blocker and his lasting influence. These memorials serve as symbols of gratitude for his contributions and remind everyone of his enduring presence in the hearts